Welcome back, everybody. This is Chad with our Veteran 8888. Today we've got a special treat at the range for you. We've got one of the new Ruger 2245 Lite models. This is the Mark IV series. This is a brand new Ruger Mark series that came out late last year. They just introduced a threaded model, so we're going to take this one to the range here and check it out. Ooh yeah, and this one's suppressed. Nice and quiet. It takes a minute for those poppers to get over. Hey now. Hey now. Get over there. Oh man, I just love suppressed 22s. Oh man, these things are ridiculous fun. Now, like I said, these are the new Mark IV series guns. Late last year, Ruger introduced the Mark IV with the Target model and the big Hunter series, and everybody was complaining because they didn't release a threaded model with those two guns. Like, where are the threaded models? So they finally came out with the 2245 Lite, and these guns are just neat as all get out. I was wanting to buy a Mark III for the longest time, and I held out because I knew they'd probably be, you know, upgrading the model series at some point. But the really neat feature about these guns is what everybody's been talking about, is the one-button takedown. So any of you guys who are familiar with the old school guns, you know, they've got the plunger back here. You got to pull all that out, pull the recoil housing and everything out of there, and then it's just this game of back and forth to get that hammer and that little dongle off the hammer right in place and get it all squeezed back together. Well, this is push and pull. That's it. I mean, pull the bolt out, and that's all you have to do really for routine maintenance. It is just an awesome setup. Very quick and intuitive. I'll load a couple more mags here and shoot it some more for you. But yeah, they came out with the Hunter model, and they've got the Target model out too, and just the regular style grip, not the 45 style. But Eric actually picked me up this turnable model for Christmas, which we took out and we did a little bit of shooting with and whatnot. But it's definitely one to kind of keep in the safe and just kind of keep keep put up, because it is a beautiful gun. Something like this 2245 here is the one that I would take to the range here all the time. We're running a little dead air mask 22 suppressor on here. Awesome little can. A little bit on the heavy side, but very durable, and the baffle design is really cool in that it slides right out of the tube. Easy to clean, easy to maintain, take care of. So running some American Eagle suppressor ammo. This stuff is a 45 grain, and it's a copper wash projectile. So I found that it kind of keeps my suppressed guns a little bit cleaner and leaves a little bit less residue in the cans itself. So we've got a little Vortex Razor red dot riding on top here. Perfect little optic for a handgun like this. Just take to the range and have some fun with. So now I like these magazines too, because the way that they redesigned the frame, and it's got this plunger in here that's spring loaded, so the mags really just get out of there. See that? One thing I don't like though is that the magazine compatibility is non-existent from the Mark IV to the Mark III or the 2245, you know, Mark III series. They've got a different base plate on them. The towers look pretty similar, save for this small cut that's up top, but I'm not really certain on the interchangeability, if you can just get new base plates for them and whatnot. I'll have to confirm that, but let's take a few more shots here. See what we got. It does have a brand new ambidextrous style safety, and then the slide stop has been redesigned as well. Let's take out those sodas here and see what kind of pop we can make. I love 22 when it hits soda. Meow. Crap is so much fun. Take out our other sodas real quick. I noticed that from the factory, the slide stop is a little bit on the stiff side. On the Target model I have, the slide stop is really butter smooth. It might just be the difference in the frame material, polymer versus an aluminum frame, but I have to take two hands to that or just pull the bolt back. Let's see. That one red one's trying to get away. Oh! Oh no, get out of there. Uh-oh. Didn't lock the slide of the rear that time. May just have to break it in a little bit more. But yeah, these guns are really fun. I mean, I always like the Ruger Mark Series pistols. I mean, you guys have probably seen my old Standard Auto in videos in the past. It's got the 2-inch barrel on it. I'm getting that thing running right. We're gonna do a video on it before too long, but that thing is immensely fun. Drop a suppressor on there and it's silly. It's always a head turner at the range, but you know, Ruger did they did a good job with this pistol as far as the easy takedown goes. I think that probably like on the competition circuit, you're probably going to still see Mark IIIs out there. I mean, although Ruger has discontinued the line in lieu of the Mark IV, I mean, you've got a lot of companies that are making aftermarket components for the Mark IIIs, and there are a ton of them still on the market, on dealer shelves and just on the private market. And you know, you can buy different tops and everything for these. The upper is basically the serialized component. So the lower frame is just a frame. So you can buy, you know, aftermarket frames, aftermarket trigger packs, things like that. Like Volquartsen makes a enhanced trigger unit that has a hammer. It's got a Lite and hammer, a sear, a few other odds and ends, an aluminum trigger. You just drop that in and go to town, have you a nice adjustable trigger for this thing. But the way they keep the weight down on this setup is basically like a little pencil weight barrel, and it's just pushed into an aluminum upper. So instead of like on the Target model here where it's an all steel upper, you have an aluminum shroud, and it actually has some hollow ports up front here. And this is kind of the copper colored model. They actually do have a black model available as well. It's got some smaller cuts up front and whatnot, just a little bit different design to it, but I kind of like the color of this. So it matches Kevin's Jeep pretty much perfectly. So I'll take a few more shots here. See if I can change my grip. Maybe I was riding that slide stop up a little bit here. Trigger's not bad from the factory, but definitely, you know, you could definitely upgrade it and probably get a little bit tighter groupings and such. Okay. Magazines go right in. No problems there. Let's see, we got a little popper back there about 25 yards. Right over the top. Yeah, it's kind of hovering right around there. Probably just me. Let's load a few more mags. I'm gonna take some more long range shots out there at 75 yards. But yeah, we thought we'd just give you guys kind of a quick look on this gun. I mean, comes from the factory, threaded 1/2x28 for muzzle brakes, suppressors such as we're running here. Has some nice adjustable style target sights right out of the gate, which are very usable. Eric and I pulled this thing out of the box and we were shooting it behind his house into the berm about 50 yards away at a little half-size D28 and hitting with pretty boring regularity. I opted to run the little red dot on here just for this range session, just for fun to see how it worked and you know, how I like that setup. But overall, definitely a fun gun. Lightweight to boot, like I said. And perfect gun for like a kid or whatever the case is. If you're trying to teach your young child how to shoot and all, a lightweight gun is a must. I mean, we've talked about like the M&P 22 compacts before, and those are really, really awesome guns, and a little bit more on the small compact side compared to something more like, you know, this Ruger here. But still, wonderful guns regardless. Any 22. I just love 22s. We got a popper back there. He's about 25 yards away. Let's see if we can hit him in the head. Well, I grazed his scalp. He is just not wanting to. He ain't wanting to fall. 22 just doesn't have enough power right there. Let's see. Oh, he almost did. Oh, God. Riding the slide stop up again, probably. So I can't get my popper to knock over. Let's take some shots at 75 yards out there. Ooh, that slide stop is stiff. All right, let's see, 75 yards, 22. It's funny. those projectiles, this ammo is only running like 970 feet per second out of a 16-inch rifle. I don't know, it's definitely not running that fast out of a pistol here, but I could see the rounds just sailing right in there. definitely getting down. Ah, that slide stop. I'll tell you, I mean, anywhere between like 15 and 25 yards, this thing is just spot on the money. Finish off my ammo here, and then we are going to close this little puppy out. But hopefully guys can see the fun in these type of pistols. And you know, the Ruger guns, the pistols have been around for a long time. I mean, you know, the standard auto came out way back in the day, and they've made, you know, several, you know, different improvements to it over the course of time. And I tell you what, I mean, like I said, the one button takedown and everything really makes this thing easy to operate for just about anybody. I mean, you know, I've seen kids take apart the Mark IIIs, and if they shoot enough and they know how to work it, you know, they can take apart those guns and put them back together better than an adult can. I mean, it's, you know, I've got a buddy of mine at Ruger who said that folks would send the guns in a box back to them, and they couldn't get them back together, so they'd send the guns back to the factory to have them put the guns back together for them because they couldn't figure it out. So it's just crazy to think. All right, I think I got 9 shots in that mag and 10 shots here, so let's have a little more fun here. I don't know if I got any soda left in the bottom there. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I got just a teeny tiny little bit. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Drain it out a little bit more here. So I shoot that top. It might be kind of fun. Let me turn my sight down just a little bit here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing there, if it's an issue with the pistol itself or I'm just riding that slide stop kind of down. I'm gripping the gun kind of like this here. Definitely something you got to be mindful of. Let's try to keep my thumb off the side and just see if we have the same malfunction there. Those bullets sailing through that Coke bottle. Nope. Must just be a grip issue. Haven't really noticed that other than anything else. I mean, Eric's been shooting this thing a little bit and didn't have any problems with it. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this quick first look at the Ruger Mark IV 2245 Lite. These are just really cool guns. And I tell you, I mean, just having different 22s that are suppressor ready and just being able to go out and plink with and such, it's just immense fun. And it's nice to have a kind of a nice variety of pistols. But, you know, aside from all the new features of the gun, the safety, I will say that the safety kind of gets in the way of my grip style because I like to get kind of a high grip on there in my hand size. When you flip the safety down into the off position, it kind of just rides right there in the web of my hand. I'm sure there'll be some aftermarket, maybe like low profile safeties out there, and I could do to get rid of the right side safety selector because I do shoot right-handed, so I don't need that on there. I just need the one on the left. And then maybe a lower profile slide stop, maybe to help with that grip issue that I'm having. But beside those minor detriments, the biggest thing to me is magazine compatibility. I'm not really sure why, you know, the magazines aren't compatible with the old style, but you know, it's just one of those things. A lot of times a company will come out with a new gun and they'll have proprietary magazines or whatever the case is, but that is one thing that kind of saddens me because I do have a lot of 2245 like Mark III style magazines laying around. But anyways, take care guys. We got a lot more new product coverage coming out for 2017 here. Stay tuned, we've got a lot more on the way. Thanks guys, take it easy.